Hello there and welcome to this edition of US 101's Visual Radio. Bringing you the news, I'm Hashni Patrana. And before we take a look at your news in detail, let's take a look at your headlines first.
News First headline.
Krishna Srinivasan to lead high-level IMF team to Colombo. Sri Lanka issues travel advisory for Lebanon and Syria. Sri Lanka reduces petrol and diesel prices. In your international headlines, Israel launches ground operation in Lebanon. And in your sports, it's cricket. Sri Lanka, Bangladesh not up wins in the Women's T20 World Cup warm-up action. And on to your top story this hour, a high-level IMF team led by Krishna Srinivasan, the director for the Asia-Pacific Department, will be visiting Colombo from the 2nd of October till the 4th of October, said an IMF spokesperson yesterday. Now, the delegation will meet with President Anrukumara Dissanayake and the new economic team to discuss latest economic developments and economic reforms under Sri Lanka's economic program supported by the IMF. The team will communicate at the end of the visit, the spokesperson added. In more local news, Sri Lankan nationals are instructed not to travel to Lebanon and Syria until further notice due to the current volatile situation in the region, said the country's Ministry of Foreign Affairs yesterday. Now, all Sri Lankans who are currently in Lebanon and Syria are strongly requested to be on alert and to take necessary precautions, including restricting their outside movements and maintaining regular contacts with the Sri Lanka Embassy in Beirut and the Honorary Consul of Sri Lanka in Damascus. Now, taking a look at some fuel prices revisions, the Ceylon Petroleum Corporation has announced a reduction in fuel prices effective from midnight yesterday. Now, accordingly, the price of octane 92 petrol has been reduced by 21 rupees per litre. The new price is now 311 rupees per litre. The price of auto diesel has been reduced by 24 rupees per litre, with the new price being 283 rupees per litre. The price of super diesel has decreased by 33 rupees per litre, with the new price being 319 rupees per litre. The price of kerosene has been reduced by 19 rupees per litre, and the new price is 183 per litre. However, there has been no change in the price of octane 95 petrol.
International news.
And now taking a look at your international news for this hour, Israeli soldiers have entered Lebanon after the army announced a limited ground operation against Hezbollah. Israel launches more airstrikes on the southern suburbs of Beirut, bombing several neighborhoods after ordering residents to evacuate. Attacks on Lebanon killed at least 95 people yesterday, the country's health ministry has said. Everyone is now expecting fierce battles on the border between Hezbollah and the Israelis. There are not many reports coming in, except for several rockets being launched from Lebanon towards northern Israel.
Sports news.
And finally, taking a look at your sports update for this hour, the lead-up to the ICC Women's T20 World Cup 2024 saw another round of interesting games as Sri Lanka and Bangladesh triumphed on the third day of the warm-up games against Scotland and Pakistan respectively. Now, Sri Lanka notched up their second win in as many warm-up matches to boost their confidence ahead of the Women's T20 World Cup. A resounding bowling performance saw them bundle Scotland out for 58. Udeshika Prabodhani and Sachini Nisansala picked up 2 wickets each, while Sarah Bryce and Rachel Slater were the only 2 Scotland batters to make double digits. In response, Scotland began well, sending back the Sri Lankan openers cheaply. Catherine Bryce produced a superb in-swinger to beat Vishmi Gunaratne and hit the stumps as Scotland once again showed promise with the ball after their win over Pakistan 2 days ago. But this time the target was too low for a bigger fight as Sri Lanka roamed home to a win with Kavisha Dilhari leading the charge. And with that, we wrap up this edition of ES101's Visual Radio. I'm Hashini Patirana. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more of the very latest.